Newcomb, and you're watching Tim's Tiny Arcade, mother effer.
Hello guys, this is Tim from Tim's Tiny Arcade. Today I want to do an unboxing. I had some family come up and they donated some Atari 2600 games that are in this case, and we're going to open this case and see what games I end up getting for my collection. I've got about 300 Atari games already in my collection, so I'm hoping for maybe a game or two that I don't own. Maybe some labels that are better than the labels I have, and then I have a brother who collects Atari 2600 games. He just started getting into it, so I'll probably donate a few of these to him also. Alright, so let's open this up and let's see what we got in here. Alright, Indy 500. That's a fun game. That was a paddle game if anyone ever played that game. And sitting right here is actually a paddle, and this is an Indy 500 paddle. So what was the difference with this paddle and like the other paddles you would get? This one would turn all the way around, and I think this paddle was for this game was the only one it was ever used for. So kind of a unique thing. So that's pretty cool that got that for the collection. Next game. Oh, here we go. Star Wars Empire Strikes Back. That's definitely going to be a label upgrade for me because the front of mine was kind of tore up. Sears Telegames Asteroids. Asteroids is one of my favorite games as a kid growing up. Always loved playing Asteroids. Lock and Chase. Lock and Chase was like a Pac-Man clone, but I thought it was actually a better game. You could put like these doors behind you. So that's actually a pretty cool game to have to the collection. Arcade Pinball, another Sears Telegames. Oh, here's a classic. E.T. That was a game I really never personally enjoyed because I kept falling in those pits. Some people say it's the worst game ever made. I would not say it's the worst game ever made. There's worse games out there than that one. Classic here, Ms. Pac-Man. Put a lot of time into Ms. Pac-Man. That was a lot better than the original Pac-Man game. Here we go, Donkey Kong Jr. This one's made by Coleco. The graphics on this game aren't very good. I think it only had like maybe I think it only has 2 levels. But I do own this one, so I may donate that one to my brother. Alright, here we go. Here's one of my favorites of all time, Kaboom. This was a paddle game. The label on this one's probably an upgrade on mine. A lot of times with the Activision games, the glue underneath would kind of show through. This one's not too bad though. It looks pretty clean overall. So Kaboom, glad to get that one. Alright, here's Superman. I owned that game as a kid. That was a pretty fun game. I spent a lot of time playing that where you just fly from screen to screen. I think Lex Luthor was the villain you had to get and put him in jail. Oh, here we go. Activision Spider Fighter, one of my favorites. This game is kind of like a Centipede, I don't know, maybe Space Invaders kind of game. Super fun game, and that's a pretty clean label. Oh, here we go, another Activision game, Pitfall. Spent a ton of time playing that. These labels on all these cartridges look good too. There's Pitfall. That was made by David Crane. Another Activision game, Stampede. I spent a ton of time playing Stampede. When I was a kid, I actually earned the patch in that game. I think you had to get like 3,000 points. You just got to lasso the cattle in that game. The next one, Combat. Now that's first game I ever played was Combat. So this one here is a newer version of the Combat because of the label. So this would probably be an upgrade for my collection. Next game I got in here, Space Invaders. I think this is the game that put the Atari 2600 on the map when they put Space Invaders on the Atari 2600. Spent a ton of time. There's like 112 different game modes in that game too. Alright, next game I have from Spectravision, Gangster's Alley. Never played that game. I do own this one, so I may end up donating this one to my brother. But I'll have to give this one a shot. Just never played it. All these cartridges look like they're in pretty good shape too. Here's another one. This is a paddle game, Video Olympics. Kind of like a Pong game, but they made it like with hockey, and I think they had volleyball in it and stuff like that. But yeah, that was a super fun game. Spent a lot of time back in the day playing Video Olympics. Oh, we had Miss Pac-Man earlier, now we have Pac-Man. I remember getting this game. I was personally disappointed because I had played the arcade a lot, so this game here, you know, it didn't have the graphics. I mean, it's not a horrible game, but I was personally myself a little disappointed when I got Pac-Man. Whoop, got another Coleco game, Zaxxon. Now I believe this one you play from behind instead of the way the arcade was set up, but I do own this one, so I may donate that one to my brother also. This one here, the label's a little more rough on this one. Jungle Hunt. That was another arcade game. This one was actually a pretty good game. I played this in, not even that long ago, I played in the Atari 2600 tournament they have on Atari Age on Facebook, and that's a good game. Oh, here we go. One of my favorites, Activision Decathlon. I don't know how many controllers I end up breaking doing this. I ended up getting the patch when I was a kid on this game. I got the gold. I don't remember how many points you had to get. It might have been like 8,000. Not exactly sure. All right, next game, Real Sports Baseball. Played a lot of Home Run, and we did play a lot of this one also. I don't remember playing it as much as I played Home Run. I don't know what year this one came out. It says 82, so yeah. I did play this one, but I remember playing a lot more Home Run than I did the Real Sports Baseball. The last one I have in here, awesome, I do not own this one, Championship Soccer. So that'll be one that will go definitely into my collection. Like I said, I had over like 300 some games, and it's harder to find games that I don't own unless I'm on eBay now or maybe a convention. So awesome to have that in the collection. So I want to thank them for donating that to my my collection. They'll be in a good home. I will probably clean these up and make sure all these games work. Alright, so I ended up cleaning all those cartridges. Some of them were kind of dirty after 30 some years of not probably being played or whatever. So I got them all cleaned and I got all 23 of them working. As you can see, I got Pitfall behind me, so Activision are some of the harder games to get going. But anyway, thank you again to Jody and Lisa for bringing these games to me and adding them to my collection, and I'm sure my brother is going to appreciate it too when I give him some of these. But until next time, guys, if you like this video, please give it a like. Please subscribe to my channel. Until next time, I'll talk to y'all later.